Good afternoon, everyone. Anthony Fontana here, coming at you live before 5. We're knee deep in this is day two of a basically a 16, almost 20 hour social media training course that I'm taking. That I want to bring some more content and more value to those of you that are on here with us that maybe need a little bit of push, a little bit of advice. So I'm studying this stuff. I love this stuff. So we've been tasked to do a couple of different things, and so I wanted to do this earlier today because once this ends at around 6 o'clock. It'll be dinner, and then I got to get to work on my other projects at my business. I have to get some other stuff done. So I have webinars to set up and tax returns to finish. So it's going to be a busy night. So I just wanted to cover this right now. This is the thing about what I want to talk about right now. It's the journey. I don't want anybody to ever think that we've always been here. Like we arrived years and years and years ago. Life is a journey. I started out as a kid in banking in New York City, living in Brooklyn, traveling into the city every day for 12 years, and I built a very successful international banking career. While I was building that career, I built a tax practice, got involved in the limousine business as an owner of Stretch Limousines, and I built another business which was pretty much a non-bricks and mortar operation. That business created a lot of income for my wife at the time and I. And in 1989, I retired from international banking. I literally walked out the door December of 1989, and I never looked back. But the challenge was the business that I was in wasn't, what's the word? The promise really wasn't very clear. They touted it a certain way, and the income was substantial. But when I left banking, I left my circle of influence, and I ended up really not actively building and pushing it out there, and realizing now with a retention rate of about 18%, that income over time, because I wasn't actively pushing it because I was retired, traveling and hanging out with my parents and my family every day, not going to a job, not working on something 9 to 5. The income went like that. You talk about 10 timesing your income in business today. Well, they're 10 times in reverse. So I ended up having to go back to work in the mid 90s. I sold my accounting practice also during this whole period of my life. So going back to work, not in financial, not in banking, but in sales, as in management, sales management, was an eye opener. Back into wearing a suit and tie again. It was kind of a weird experience, but I look back on it, and I welcomed all of it because it was in that industry and in that actual job that I met someone, and that someone, just to cut to the chase, led to the young lady that I have upstairs, listening to us live right now with Mary Jo. It's not even, had I not done this, there is no question. Had I not been engaged with how I was engaged, with how my life went, I would not be here with MJ today. It's impossible because we were in completely different areas of New York. I mean, 75 miles away from each other, for the most part, and yet we met, and here we are. So as partners, as people together, we have a great life. But it took time to get to where we are right now. It took time to build to the point where I can safely say I can work from home pretty much full time. I have a couple of irons in the fire because I really enjoy interacting with different industries. I'm still a mortgage banker, so I'm technically still in the finance industry, and of course I'm a tax accountant. I rebuilt that practice up because I got to be honest with you, I have a tremendous passion for it. But like I said last night, I can't teach any of you how to be a tax accountant. You have to have a love of numbers, a love of counting other people's money and helping people save on their taxes, and doing that as a profession. And it took a couple of decades worth of training and education and constant updates to the tax laws that go on. And the mortgage industry, yeah, it's easy to get into. You take a test, you pass, you get in. But once you're in that seat, it takes a definite skill set to master the art of marketing that industry. It's just not easy to do. There's so much competition out there. But I love it. I love it every single day. I love all life. But I just want you to know that the journey that you're on right now, if you're in your 40s or 50s and you think for some strange reason your time is up, your ship has passed, you're stuck on some dead-end stupid job that you're on right now, or in a business that you hate being in, it's time to make the change. And I'm here to tell you right now, I have had four major careers that any one person can say, wow, you've been successful in 4 different careers, and it's an absolute fact. I have no issue shifting gears and changing direction in a heartbeat, and I've done that. And I've done that very successfully. So my whole goal in life is to take anyone that wants to change direction, change what they're doing, and take them by the hand and lead them down that road, because if you want to walk through a minefield, you have to follow somebody. And I've already done the walk. And I'm following people that have further walked ahead of me. So it's not, I'm on a trail. I'm on a very successful trail where the weeds have been cleared and the path is very clear and the promise is very, very clear. Some of you reached out to me about yesterday's post. I do need to get back to you. It's just been a little bit tight for time. So if you've asked me some questions, if you're interested in speaking to me about business and you've messaged me, I promise you I will get right back to you, hopefully sometime this evening, if not tomorrow. Please forgive me. It's been a very hectic, very intense schedule that literally I have not left that couch 8 hours straight. I mean, if not for MJ bringing me in, French toast for breakfast this morning, I wouldn't have left the seat. Bringing me coffee because I'm just so engrossed with what I'm learning. So I'm going to be bringing some of that to the forefront here over the next few weeks, and I'm hoping that if those of you that would like some input on using this media to develop a business, hopefully I'll be able to give you some tips and tricks to do so. So I'm loving that. But I am all about helping people, 100%, because you don't help people, you can't succeed. It's not about me. It's not about MJ. It's not about our lifestyle. I want to share our life with you. I want to be involved in your life in 100%, no questions asked mode. I know I can offer value to anybody that's in their 40s or 50s or 60s or even 70s and show you a way out of the situation that you're in right now. So I'm going to be very clear on this. If you want to have a great lifestyle, you have to take the first step. Reach out to me, send me a message, let's connect, let's sit down over either a cup of coffee if you're on Long Island or over the internet. We can help you. We can share with you some concepts and ideas that are completely different from anything you've ever seen before, that are decades old, but they're just not mainstream. They're just not mainstream. They're out there, but they're not like right in front. You're not seeing any advertising. So I love what I do. I love all the different things that I'm connected to, and I love being involved with you. I'm going to jump off this live because I have some other homework to do for my course, and then I got to get back on that in around 18 minutes. So with that, I love you guys. Hi, Lydia. How are you? Waiting to hear from you. Fabian, what's going on? David, what's doing? How's Dad doing? Carol's on here. Liz Marino is on here, and my buddy Candidly Nikki. I love you, sweetie. Tommy, what's doing, Tom? Lisa's, of course, on here, my girl upstairs. So everyone that's watching live right now, I appreciate it. If you're watching as a replay, I would really love to know that you are and where you're from, because I got to be honest with you, I don't know. I really don't know. If I didn't mention your name just now, I would not know you're even watching that. So I want to give you a little shout out and thank you for spending a couple of minutes of your Sunday with Anthony. It's raining out. Hope you're doing some safe and fun stuff. Love you guys. Catch you all later. Bye.